Hello, today we're going to talk about the parking assist system in the new E-Class vehicles, whether it comes in the sedan, the coupe, or the cabriolet convertible. This is now also available in the 2018 S-Class. We got this new feature for parking assist in the 2017 E-Class group of cars. And it's an advanced version of the one we've had for a number of years. It utilizes a new proximity system that is not just four corners. It works all the way around the vehicle, and I'm going to start by showing that to you by putting the car in reverse, and then I'm going to come in close to a vehicle, and you can see my parking guidance lines, and you can see these lines starting to build. In our old cars, we just got sensors on the corners, but you can see this is building in that I'm close to a vehicle all the way around, and we're coming in very close. And this works all the way around the car, on not just on the four corners, but a complete 360 around the vehicle. So that's a new advance on the system. The other advance on this system is that it not only puts the car in the space, but it does so without any intervention by the driver. In our previous systems, you had to manage the brake and the gas, and in our new system, it does it all for you completely, hands and feet free. So we're going to drive forward. We're going to go past the space. And you can see I got my little arrow here. And you'll see our symbol is different. It used to be just a straight blue P. Now it's a blue P with a camera. So I've got an arrow that tells me the car found a space it will fit in. And so instead of putting it in reverse like we used to, I'm going to come down to the center console, and there's a similar symbol here. I'm going to press this button. And we come back to the screen, showing me it wants to park in a parallel parking space, and I'm going to accept that by pushing on the control button on the steering wheel. And it now wants me to put the car in reverse. I'm going to do that. I have green parking guidance lines, which tells me that the car's in control. And so I'm going to take my feet and my hands off the steering wheel, and I'm going to let the car completely manage the parking maneuver. This is a little scary the first times you're doing it. It is your new car after all, and you're worried that it might hit something, but I've been doing it a long time, and while it comes close, it doesn't actually hit anything. So you have to really trust it. But you can see that the car is making all the adjustments by itself. It's doing the braking, it's managing the gas pedal, and it's showing us how close we are to the cars. And it has now parked us and given us the yellow lines back, which means it's done. I'm going to put the car back into park. Now, if this were the older system, we'd be done. But this car not only puts you in the space, but it takes you out of the space. So to reverse the process, you take down here on the console, you push the button. It shows you up here, do you want to exit the parking space? So we want to confirm that we want to exit the space. It's now asking me to put the car in reverse. I'm going to do that. I have the green parking guidance lines again, so I'm going to take my foot off the brake, and the car will reverse the maneuver. We're just going to watch it work its way out of the space just the way you would. Note that you're still responsible for watching for cars coming up or down the road. And you can at any time, watch what I do, just jam on the brakes, and it just puts the maneuver on hold. As soon as my foot comes off the brake, give it a touch on the gas pedal, it will continue it. And note that it's doing all this braking and steering changes by itself. And as you get out of the space, you need prepared to take the steering wheel back, because it's, as soon as the lines go back to yellow, you are back in control of the car. All right, we just demoed a parallel parking maneuver, and now we're going to show you how the new car parks in a perpendicular spot when you're at the mall. Note that it can only do this in a single space. If it's a double or a triple space, the car will read that as a parallel parking space. So as you move forward and you get your arrow, and then you put it into the parking maneuver, it asks you to confirm that you want to park in that space. So you push the button and accept it. And now it's showing you, do you want to pull in reverse or do you want to pull in forward? And you can see I am just using the touch control. We'll do a forward parking maneuver. I accept it. It wants me to put the car into reverse. It has moved to green parking guidance lines. It tells me it's ready. I'm going to take my foot off the brake. My hands are off the steering wheel. And we're going to let the car do the maneuver. know that you are still responsible for watching for traffic and that you can apply the brake at any time. And you'll see that the car is making the maneuver into the space. You can see it here. It's showing us what we're doing. We're looking out the back camera and we're pulling into the space. It's showing us that we're getting close to the curb and we have green lines. It has finished the maneuver. Just like in the parallel, when you want to get out of the space, you can activate the parking feature. It says, do you want to exit? And do we want to exit to the left or the right? Let's say we want to we'll exit to the right this time. I accept that and I put the car in reverse. We have green lines. Again, remember you're responsible for watching the traffic, but the car is going to pull itself out of the space. It will react to traffic coming down, but just know that we're not in autonomous driving yet and you still need to be aware of your surroundings at all times. So the car's pulling out of the space. It's going to spin the wheel completely around. Be prepared to take the steering wheel back, and that's how it exits the space. Car also backs into spaces just the way we just did the pull in forward, and that is the new parking assist system in the E-Class series of vehicles and the new S-Class series of vehicles.